Hi everyone, Jennifer Biedermann here from Jennifer Biedermann Jewelry, and welcome back to another tutorial. We're going to do a very simple tutorial and we're going to be making this ring. This ring is going to be using the ladder stitch, which is here. And we're also going to be doing this band with bugle beads. It makes it a little bit different and it's very, very, very solid. So for my finger, I'm a size 8, okay? But this one seems to be like an 8.5. I made it a little bit big. So I'm going to take out 2 here. Okay. To make this, so simple. Very little materials. Look at the materials we have, not much at all. So I'm going to use, for a size 8, I use 24. This is like an 8.5. It's a little bit big for my finger. So I'm going to use just 22 bugle beads. And these bugle beads are metallic bronze iris, and they're a number 3 bugle bead. I'm also using these size 8 demi beads. And what does that mean? It means that they're like half a bead, but they're size 8. Here, look. There's a size 8 regular bead, and there's the demi. Hopefully you can see that. But if you don't have these demi beads, I would suggest use another color 8-0, or even you can use another color 11-0 seed bead. Just play around with your beads. And I'm also going to use a size 8. This is a check bead, one of my favorite colors. It's an eggshell Ceylon bead. And you're going to need a size 10 beading needle, some beading thread, and that's it. So get your materials together. We'll go ahead and get started on this easy peasy ring. I'll be back. Okay, so to start, we're going to start making the band. We're going to put all the bugle beads. So basically what you're going to do is first you pick up 2 bugle beads, bring them down the end of your tail. You don't have to leave yourself a big long tail. And what we'll do is I'm coming out of here. I'm going to go up here just to attach them together. And I'm going to go through them again to reinforce. This band you really want to reinforce. I went through all the bugle beads like 3 times up and down. So I'm just going up and down here and up this way. And now, so simple. You're picking up a bugle bead. My thread's coming out here. I'm putting the 3rd one on like this, pull. And we go down this bugle bead. Now, if you wanted to reinforce now, which is what I will do, is I'm going to go up a couple of times before I add the next one. So the next one, simple. We just go down, let it sit right next to there. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my 22 in total for my size. And I see that this one is a little bit apart now, so I'm just going to go through that one next to it and go up and down. Okay, so let me put on all my bugles and then I will be back to show you how to do this really simple, beautiful face of the ring. We'll be back. All right, so I did all my bugle beads. I reinforced them. I actually went through this about 4 times. And now we're going to do the front part of our ring. So when I said play around with your beads, if you don't have these demi beads here, I pick up a series of beads and I just laid it right next to it like that, see if it fits. So what I did was I picked up an 8-0, a demi, an 8-0, a demi, an 8-0, okay? My thread is coming out here, so I'm going to go through the bugle, and what's going to happen is my beads are going to sit right next to it like the bugle did. just like that. And then I'm going to go through these beads again. I'm going to go through the bugle again, always just to reinforce. And up the beads again. Okay, now my thread's coming out here, but what I want to do is just flip my work like this. So my thread is coming down this way. And I'm going to be stacking beads on top. So the first bead I'm going to pick up is the 8/0. I'm coming out here, and I'm going to go through the 8/0 this way. And as I pull, that bead is going to sit on top. I will go through that bead. The next one I'm adding is the demi bead. So I'm going towards myself through that bead and away from myself. So if you forget how to do this, just go towards yourself, away, towards, away, okay? Picking up another 8/0, going through that 8/0 towards me. And I'm going back through that 8/0 away from me. And just careful your thread doesn't get all caught. Pay attention to that. Pick up a demi. Go through that towards me. And up through it again, away from me. Last bead of the row is the 8, so I'm going through that 8. And going back through the 8. Now I'm done that row. What I want to do is reinforce. So I'm going to go through all the beads just below. Go up all the beads above. My thread is coming out here. I'm going to flip and start again. It's that simple. Pick up an 8, go through the 8, towards you, up through the 8 away from you, pick up the demi bead, now like I said, if you don't have these demis, don't worry. I tried to do it with the 11/0. It doesn't work because the 11/0 is a lot shorter, so I would stick with the same size beads. But you can do it all with 11s, all with 8s, whatever you like. Pick up a demi. Because I've had these demi beads in my stash for years and I've never used them. So being in quarantine, I have a lot of time on my hands. So I've been playing around with my beads all day, all week, I guess I could say. Okay, so now I'm coming out here, reinforce, going down these beads. And going up the beads. Now, for my hand, if you may have larger hands, you may have smaller hands. So just lay it on top here and see how many you want to do. I have 3 more rows to do, but you may be 4, you may be 8. Okay, so you put as many as you need. And I'm going to finish the top and then we'll come back and we're going to put this ring together and we're done. It's that simple. I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished the top part of my ring. Now it's ready to attach it to the ring itself. So same concept, coming out of here, going through that bugle bead to attach. And then I'm going through these full series of beads It's now attached. Now I really need to reinforce. So I'm going to go through this several times. Because if you're wearing this ring every day on and off, you really want this to be strong and not fall apart. And to tie off your thread, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go up a bugle bead. I went through those a few times. Okay, now to tie off my thread, I can go up and down the bugle beads, but what I'm going to do is just tie some half-inch knots. So I'm just going under this thread bridge right here. I went through these so many times, it's a little difficult for me to get under, but we'll get there. Yeah, really difficult to get under there. Okay, can't do it. I went through too many times. So come up through these beads. If yours is as tight as mine, just go up through here. And you're going to go under the thread bridge. Leave yourself a little loop, go through the loop. Oops, just a second, lost my loop. Go under the thread bridge. Leave yourself a little loop, go through the loop and pull. And then I'm gonna go up and down my beads and do it on the other side. Just a few so it doesn't come undone. But I went through this so many times that even if I cut this with scissors, it'll be very difficult to pull apart. So under there, and I'll probably just do it one more time and I'm good. Under the thread bridge, leave yourself a loop, go through the loop and pull. And now I will just go through these beads here and cut it off. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So I made it a different color than this one. So I'm going to make a few of these. I have so many beads and so much time on my hands that I'm just going to go ahead and make these in all kinds of colors. And I really like the band. It's really strong. And thank you for watching. And if you like the tutorial, go ahead and like it if you liked it. And subscribe. So when you subscribe, you just get notified of new tutorials that pop up. That's it. And I'll see you at the next video. Bye for now.